this session, we will be cooking fish curry, South Indian fish curry, coconut milk with okra and aubergine. It's a famous South Indian dish because in South India, it's rich with coastal areas, just like in Malaysia and Sri Lanka. This dish is great to go along with rice and rotis like chapatis or even dosas. So let's see what do we have here as spices. Coming across the pip of garlic, which is almost complete in my curry. So all I would like to do is just take off the skin and leave it as a whole, like that. I'm using a whole onion because it's where the flavor comes from, but it's got to be sliced thinly. I'm also going to show you how to clean an okra. This is an okra, also known as lady's finger. All you have to do is buy the smallest ones you can find because they're soft and easy to cook. The ones which are bigger generally are a little harder and crispier. So these are baby okras, which are perfect for fish curries. And so you snip off the top, the head, and the little tail, and they are ready to go. Keep them full, otherwise they have a slimy texture and you don't want that to come out. So you just leave them as it is, just like that. Another vegetable we'll be using today will be the aubergine, or also known as the eggplant. It is my favorite vegetable and I would love to incorporate this into a fish curry. All you have to do is to just slice them like that. These are the okras, also known as lady's fingers, which we just diced the top off and the tail. These are the aubergine, also known as eggplants, and we just use one of it. And I've cut the tomatoes, 2 tomatoes, into 4 with the shapes like that. And these are the vegetables going to be used in our fish curry. These are called fenugreek seed. These are black mustard seeds, and this is the star anise. These are the 3 spices we're about to pop it into the oil when we start cooking the fish curry. These are coriander leaves for garnishing, curry leaves for tempering, and it goes into the oil in the beginning. These are dried chili. You could use in various sizes, small, big, long, doesn't matter, as long as they're dried chilies. We're going to use them for tempering. 2 tablespoons of tamarind. Tamarind is actually from a pulp. You either could buy it as a fruit or a pulp paste this way, or some of them come in liquid. I have taken 2 tablespoons of pulp paste and I'm going to mix it up in warm water and leave it aside, and we'll use this later. There will be 2 powders being used, curry powders. One is a fish masala and one more is a chili powder. Now, if you don't like too hot and your curry is not too hot, you can always do away with the chili powder and only use the fish masala. These 2 are available in Asian stores. This is a whole black pomfret. They are perfect for fish curries. You could substitute it with any firm flesh fish. Most of the liquid from a fish curry comes from the coconut milk and water, which is mixed with tamarind paste. Now, as for coconut milk, we have two options. If you are really health conscious, there is coconut light, which is less in cholesterol, or a very thick one, which is giving a rich texture and it's not cholesterol free, but it gives a rich texture. But if you're not having coconut milk every day in your meal, this is alright. But there's always a healthier option in the stores, which is coconut light. We're going to use half a tin if it's 400 ml, a small little box 200 ml. What we need is 200 ml for today. I've poured in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You could use any vegetable oil. Drop in the mustard seeds, the black mustard seeds, and wait for it to pop. That's an indication that the next spice is ready to be thrown in. After you hear the crackling sound of the black mustard, drop in your fenugreek seeds and your 3 cloves of star anise. Don't let your spice burn, because then it gives out a bitter smell and taste. So drop in your garlic, your curry leaves, and stir it for a minute on a very low flame. If you are not used to using Indian spices, it's best for you to keep the flame low so you avoid your spices being burnt and leaving out a bitter taste. Once you get a wafting smell of the fenugreek and a little bit of garlic, drop in your onions. That's 1 whole onion, thinly sliced. And you can increase the flame now. And stir fry the onions till it's golden brown.
Nobody gets to know the one right way till they do the wrong ones. You can only foresee your own quaint little fears of problems in the whole.
When you see the onions turning golden brown and your garlic a little bit smeared with brown color, drop in your fish masala. 3 tablespoons full heat of fish masala, and I love my curries hot, so that's 1.5 teaspoons of red chili powder. If you don't like hot, you don't have to put it at all. Now stir it in for a while. You kind of put it on a low flame and dry roast your spices just for 1 or 2 seconds. Now just add in half a liter of water. This is tamarind paste. If you have bought the tamarinds which are a fruit form, then you'll have them with seeds. So you remove the seeds and you get them into a small paste or pulpy like that. Add in a bit of lukewarm water, and with your fingers or a spoon, and create a small consistent paste. So that's about half a cup of water. Drop it into the pot. Once the tamarind water has been poured inside, just stir it and cook it for about 15 minutes. But before that, you want to add in your tomatoes. Your aubergines and your lady's fingers. So let your curry cook on a medium flame. Let it simmer for 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, your tomatoes should be soft, your aubergine should be cooked, and your lady's finger just perfect. And this should be done on a medium flame. While this is cooking, you could either do chapatis or boil rice or do a small side dish. As you notice, the tomatoes are all broken down, your aubergine has turned color, and your little lady's fingers are looking cooked. This time, you pour in the coconut milk, salt to taste, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and let it boil for a further 7 minutes with your fish. Put your fish in gently. Add your coconut milk, sugar and fish and salt to taste. Cook for another 5 to 7 minutes depending on the fish. And if it's not fully submerged like mine, then you turn it after 3-4 minutes to the other side. They don't take too long to cook. Final touch to a good fish curry is called tempering. We're going to use 3 items to temper our fish curry today, which is a teaspoon of mustard seed, 3 dried red chilies, and some fresh curry leaves. 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or olive oil. Wait till the oil is a little hot. Drop in your mustard seeds and wait for it to crackle. Once your mustard seeds start popping, drop in your curry leaves and your dried red chili. Just reduce the flame, turn it around, and you can get the curry leaves and the dried red chili smell swarming into your nose. Turn it off and drop all of these with a little oil into your stir them in, and with that your South Indian fish curry is done. Before you serve, just to add a bit of color, texture and aroma, drop in fresh coriander leaves. With that, our fish curry is come to an end.